This is the Forever Blu Bondi. It's a bike I first discovered earlier this year at AIM Expo. I thought it looked great and I love the idea of having an adjustable seat height on a moped style e-bike. Now after owning it for a full season, let me tell you all about it, in case you're thinking about adding one of these to your stable. The Forever Blu Bondi is a newcomer for 2025 that didn't seem to gain much traction this year. The space it plays in is highly competitive with many well-established brands already on the market. The Forever Blu brand actually comes from one of China's oldest and largest bicycle manufacturers, Shanghai Forever Bicycles. They've been around since 1940 and were once one of China's most prized bicycle brands. Now that history doesn't mean much to us here in the US though. With hundreds of brands available, what really matters is value, performance, and support. And in those categories, the Forever Blu offers okay value, okay performance, and pretty good support. So let's take a deeper look and see how this really compares to others in the segment. This is a Class 3 e-bike that has no easy way to be unlocked. That means it's capable of reaching speeds of 28 miles an hour on pedal assist and 20 miles an hour on throttle only. Power comes from a 750 watt motor that peaks at 1000 watts and produces 80 newton meters of torque. It uses a 48 volt 15 amp hour battery with a claimed range of 90 miles with pedaling and 30 miles with throttle only. Honestly, my real world numbers have been much lower than that. It has a cadence sensor and a single speed drivetrain, which means pedaling without assistance is tough when taking off, and you start ghost pedaling around 18 miles an hour. Braking is handled by hydraulic disc brakes with 180 millimeter rotors in the front and rear. The rotors are 1.9 millimeters thick and actually do a pretty good job of slowing this 90-pound bike down. Payload capacity is 330 pounds and the seat can be adjusted between 30.7 and 32.2 inches. The bike rolls on 20 by 4 inch knobby tires, which handle both well on the street and on trails. It's also fully suspended with a dual crown fork up front, providing 60 millimeters of travel and a rear monoshock offering 50 millimeters of travel. The suspension does feel a little stiff, but handles big hits fairly well. Personally, I would prefer more travel for a smoother ride, but overall it does okay. Now, the frame is beefy and made from die-cast aluminum. It looks great and gets compliments wherever I go. The lighting setup is another highlight, with integrated lights in the frame and the number plate. They really add a stylish touch. There's also a taillight and headlight that provide decent visibility at night. Overall, I'd say the bike is easy for oncoming motorists to see. The display is clear and easy to read, and the left-handed control pad makes adjusting between the 5 pedal assist levels simple. Charging can take up to 8 hours or more with the included 2 amp charger. While the specs aren't class leading, the attention to detail in the build stands out. The wiring is neatly routed and well hidden. The bike feels solid and has never let me down, whether I'm on a group ride downtown or ripping through some trails. A small bonus feature is a storage bag, which is perfect for a couple drinks, snacks, camera gear, or whatever you want to throw in there. The 750 watt motor is paired with a 25 amp controller, giving it quick throttle response. It's not overly powerful, but it engages fast and delivers a satisfying burst of torque. Overall, it's a fun and comfortable bike, even to ride on longer trips. Support is always important, especially for a new brand in the US. Forever Blu is distributed by E-Joe, a company that has been around since 2008. Their name literally reflects their goal, making e-bikes that even the average Joe can enjoy. They're based out of San Diego and offer great customer service if you ever need it. Personally, I've had zero issues with my Bondi, but it's reassuring to know that the support is there. So here's my list of pros for the Forever Blu Bondi. First off, the style. It's a great looking bike that turns heads wherever it goes. I think it has a very nice look, a very premium look, and it really can't be mistaken for too much else. Build quality. So it's held up to my use and abuse with zero issues. I've beaten the heck out of this thing on mountain bike trails and it just keeps going and has no squeaks, rattles, or anything of that sort. Seating. The adjustable seat height makes it a better fit for more riders. This is one of the reasons that we actually went after and got one of these bikes. My wife loved the style of it, and it's a bike that both of us could ride by just adjusting the seat height level. Throttle response. Again, this is not a fast e-bike by any means, but the throttle engages quickly, which helps in technical situations. If I'm riding this bike or my Aventon off-road on the mountain bike trails, this does a much better job, and it needs to, because it really doesn't do a good job if you're just going to be pedaling it. Support. Now with E-Joe's experience and reputation, you can ride knowing you're going to be taken care of in case something goes wrong. I've always been able to easily reach them, and again, they have a reputation for taking care of their customers. Hello, sorry for the interruption, but I wanted to get this out. As I'm editing this, I noticed a couple things on the website. Now, I recorded this video back in November. Right now, it's January, and there's snow, and it's cold, and the bike is in storage and everything. But I noticed that they lowered the price on this thing. So in the video, later on in the video, when I talk about pricing, the price is much better now. It comes in at $19.99, and they do offer another version of this bike that comes with a 20 amp hour battery. So you increase the capacity of the battery by 5 amp hours, and it's only for an additional $150. So that bike comes in at $21.49. If I were to go out and buy this again, I would definitely opt for the bigger battery version, especially considering that that bike can be had for less money than the bike that you're seeing in this video when I originally recorded this. So just wanted to make sure that that was straight, and let's get back to the cons. Now for the cons. First off, the battery. The real world range on this thing just isn't there. I've had to leave group rides early because of it. I wish that this battery had more capacity, because with this bike not really being set up to pedal all that well, it just doesn't have the range, since you're mainly going to be using the throttle. Now, to go along with that, the charger. This 2 amp charger takes forever. A faster charger would make a good difference, but right now, if you were to charge this thing from dead, it usually takes about 7 or more hours to do that. Gearing. Now, being a single speed bike limits you. It's very hard to pedal without any assistance, and I would not rely on the pedals if this thing died. Most likely, you're going to run out of breath and start pushing the darn thing. Lastly, the price. At $23.99, there are a lot of other options that offer better range performance. The build quality helps, but not quite enough to justify the price, in my opinion. So, in the end, the Forever Blu Bondi is a stylish and well-built e-bike that has a few shortcomings. If the price were closer to $1,500, I'd forgive a lot of those issues. It really comes down to what's important to you. If you want a quality-built e-bike with decent performance and solid after-sales support, this could still be a very good fit for you. But if you're looking for the best bang for your buck, there are definitely other bikes that offer better value and performance for the money. Ultimately, the Forever Blu Bondi is a bike that I would still recommend to people if they don't need to be the fastest and value quality over pure performance. Before we go, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to stay notified on future videos like this one. Lastly, always keep the rubber side down. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much. Have a good night, guys. Thank you. It's funny. During Halloween, I had a really big yard display here. So as I'm filming this outside, people come by to thank me. It's nice. It's very nice, but it does make this a little bit more difficult. Anyway.